Hello and welcome to Topper Edge, a contemporary and insightful guide into what every parent needs to know about securing their child's future, खास करके classes 9th से लेकर 12th तक. So whatever the burning issue you're facing, whether parent, student or educator, this series will provide you all the answers. Primary and secondary education creates the foundation for the success of your child. But sadly, not all schools can provide the consistency of education that parents look for. But it is not just schools. Parents need to ask themselves a very important question. Are they as parents making the right educational investments that can help their children score more? So is there a need to supplement schools' education with resources that help students grasp concepts better, make study plans and prepare systematically and intelligently for the exams? School exams और उनके results आज पहले से कहीं ज़्यादा मायने रखते हैं, given the rising competition for higher education. And as experts will tell you, the degree of consistency varies from region to region, as does access to education. In a country where more than 300 million students are in schools, this poses to be a real problem. We're talking to one of our special guests in our segment. Let's talk about this and many other issues. Dr. Petroda is chairman of the National Knowledge Commission, a high-level advisory body to the Prime Minister to transform India into a knowledge society. He is widely considered to be responsible for India's communication revolution and is chairman of WorldTel Limited, an international telecommunication union initiative. He holds many key technology patents, has been involved in several startups and lectures extensively around the world on management, governance and the implication of communications and information technology. Welcome to the show, Dr. Petroda. It's an honor for us to have you with us.
So nice of you.
Dr. Petroda, I wanted to know if what is the purpose of the Knowledge Commission?
See, National Knowledge Commission was set up by the Prime Minister about 3 years ago to look at the institutions and infrastructure that India would need for the 21st century as we build knowledge society of tomorrow. This includes essentially education, science and technology, innovations, and many other related areas.
What is your take on having good quality education for a knowledge-based society?
I think there are really three fundamental challenges in education as a nation. First is expansion. Our numbers are so very large that we need to expand our education base to be able to give our children enough room. In other words, we need to match supply demand. So we need to build more schools, more colleges, more universities. Second is what you mentioned about quality. If you leave top 4 or 5% of the universities, I think the quality of education is pretty poor. School education quality is also very poor. So I think quality of education is very critical. And the third is access. We have to make sure that the poorest of the poor can indeed get the best education possible.
Do you think modern innovations like the internet and television as educational tools is the need of the hour?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think there are few major challenges in education world over, because the learning methods have changed completely in the last decade. Unfortunately, when we think of education today, we still think of duster, blackboard, chalk, classroom, teacher, textbook, exam, grades, certificate. All of these things have no meaning when children can go Google something. So the access to information on internet has changed the learning model. See, traditionally, teacher is supposed to create content and deliver content. Come to classroom and write it down. Content is already available on the net by the best of the best Nobel laureates. You can go access through the internet. So the role of teacher will have to change to that of a mentor. So student-teacher ratio will change.
Facilitator.
Facilitator.
How do you see modern tools like the internet using techniques like animation to bring difficult concepts, particularly for school children?
There has been a study done a long time ago in US at Stanford University, which talks about the fact that children learn more from each other than from teachers. Okay? Now, how do you use all of these things in modern setting with animation, graphics? Images are more important than words. You know?
Dr. Pitroda, one final question. What is your advice to parents and educators about making the right educational investment for their ward, for their student, for their child?
So the first thing is to really give them parents they can look up to.
So
they learn a lot.
Models.
They learn a lot from watching what goes on in the society, in the environment. It's not about books, it's not about teacher. Of course, all of that helps. Parents need to take interest in children's education. Parents need to think of giving them broader education as opposed to very specialized very quickly. Because life is about, a lot more than engineering and medicine and everything else. Okay? Then parents need to really give them love and comfort and support so that children know that there is a place they can go back to. I think those are very fundamental issues. Education is not just in schools. Our education system is too rigid, is archaic in many ways, But our system doesn't understand that there is time to change. And the change we need is generational, not incremental. We need to shake the system up to create a whole new system. We need a lot of bypass surgery in our system. But people are not willing to do that. And that's where we have a challenge.
Those are wonderful insights that you have given us into education and its future. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, so nice of you.
It's really and truly an honor.
Thank you.
That was Dr. Sam Pitroda, impressing upon parents, students and educators the need for using new age technology like television and the internet to supplement school education. हमारा अगला segment है Study Smart, पर वो है एक छोटे से break के बाद. You keep watching Top Edge.